Well, hey everybody, and welcome to the Meno Lounge. You know it's Tuesday if we're here, and I want to hop on a few minutes early before our incredible guest comes. She's so inspiring, really a badass. So make sure you stick around and hear everything that she has to say. Or if you catch a little bit of this, catch the replay. But I wanted to let you know, if you hear my voice, I have the flu, but you know what? I'm good. I can't not show up for this today. And it's because I've been traveling for 4 weeks talking to everyone, all things menopause. And I just want to share 3 things from all the conversations I'm having with doctors and advocates, on. 3 things rise to the top for me. And of course, number 1 is nutrition matters. Number 2, oh my gosh, I already forgot. Heart health matters. That's the flu brain. So nutrition matters, heart health matters, and 3, consider reopening the conversation with your doctor or somebody who gets it about hormone replacement therapy, HRT. So I'll say that again. Out of all the doctors, after traveling for 4 weeks, what I landed on, and of course I know a lot of this through MenoWell, but I wanted to reinforce it with you. Number 1, nutrition, what you eat matters. Number 2, heart health matters. And number 3, consider opening the conversation with your doctor or a doctor from menopause.org about HRT again. Things have changed. It's really important that you explore all those options. And I'm going to be doing more videos going in depth on those topics right now, but I just want to make sure I rise those up to the top. Here's our guest. Okay. On cold flu medicine. Here she comes. I hope I brought her up. Did I do it right? Let's see. Except here she comes. Hello, girlfriend.
Hi. Hey, beautiful.
Hello. I was saying to everybody hopping on, you're going to have to carry this show today because all this travel has just like given me the icks.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started. Yeah.
We've been on the path. Let's see, here's Suzanne already asked, do you believe in meditation prayer to help with perimenopause, menopause, anxiety? Absolutely. I meditate every single morning. How about you, Ira? Do you?
I meditate for it to be gone. I am like, every prayer is like, thank you, God, for letting me be here. But can you please take these hot flashes away? Please.
Yes. Thank you for this day,
let me
right?
sleep through
Thank
the
you
night.
for this day. Right.
So just, hi guys, my name's Ira.
I know. Let's start again. We just jumped in.
Right?
So I cannot
I
wait.
love this. I love the conversations. So my name's Ira. I am the owner and founder of Freedom Natural
Love
Deodorant.
it. I knew you'd just handle it.
Yep.
That's right. Freedom Deodorant. Oh my gosh. So Ira, incredible story on what brought you to your product. So tell us your story and how you ended up as a deodorant entrepreneur.
Right. Well, it's actually now full body care. So we've gone beyond the deodorants. So that's where we started though, because you guys, finding a good natural deodorant is hard. Like it sucks. But really what was the catalyst for it was my 3 friends were diagnosed with breast cancer. And three friends within 6 months, 31, 41, 43. Super young. Right? Breast cancer was supposed to be somebody who's in their 70s and 80s, right? And my friends were in their 30s and 40s. And I'm sitting there going, what is going on? And one of the doctors, actually not one, a couple of the doctors said to them, it's just as important what you put on your body as it is what you put in your body. So, we worry about what we eat, and like,
well, you can't optimize what you put on your body if you don't optimize what you put in your body, right? It's a symbiotic experience. So we want to get all those things right. So I was just talking about nutrition before you hopped on, but if you put some yucky stuff on your body after you eat well, then you're not optimizing that. So I'm right there with you.
No, because your body absorbs almost everything you put on it, right? So I don't know how many people knew that, but your skin's your largest organ. So it actually takes in what you put on it, so it's... You guys, finding that natural deodorant that worked though was a chore. Raise your hand if you struggled with this before, but I really had trouble. Yeah, really had trouble finding a natural deodorant that actually worked for me. I didn't realize I was so stinky. And I gotta tell you, going through menopause, I think I got stinkier.
Well, okay,
Because
that is a fact. Just so you know, that is a fact. It's just, my mom started talking to me about it years ago, like, I'm struggling. I can't find any deodorant that works. And that's before she was trying natural. So she was trying every yucky deodorant, possible until she had every single item coming from everything, all kinds of stuff before she landed on a natural deodorant that I don't even think she likes. So I'm going to actually send her yours. So
oh, please do.
it's
Thank
a real
you.
thing. I did too.
So I gotta tell you, it was so one, I didn't realize, and we should talk about this. When you get diagnosed with breast cancer, 85% of breast cancer, almost 90% of breast cancer is hormone related. So what they try to do is they suppress your hormones. So if you're not in menopause already or gotten past menopause, they will put you into menopause, okay,
Right.
to lower that estrogen level, because it's an
Physical
estrogen
menopause.
progesterone, yeah,
Yeah.
to put you into menopause, because that's what's feeding the cancer. I had no idea about that. And, I mean, like, I have my friends who are talking about like doing the hormone patches and estrogen. And I'm like, don't do it. Like, you have no idea, just because you look at breast cancer and you look at the estrogen levels and you raise those levels, and it's like, it'll lead you right into breast cancer. It's truly amazing what we've seen, especially.
This is what I'm going to share too, that
Yeah.
I just came back from this conference with all these doctors too. And there's some interesting facts about estrogen, and it's related to breast cancer. We had that whole study about the Women's Initiative. And yes, you're 100% right about what you say. And there's some other protective things. So we got to find that balance, because this is also why they're thinking women have more Alzheimer's, because we have zero estrogen, and now we're not protecting our brain, and we're not protecting our heart, which heart is actually not surprising, the number one killer of women, so we got to find that balance. But yeah, I hear you. It's scary. It's very scary.
It's super scary, and we as women, we try to find anything possible. And by the way, the rates of breast cancer are going up. And one of the main reasons behind that is women that went through fertility treatments, because they're raising their hormone levels. It's all of that, the hormones, anytime you raise your hormones and your body's not ready for it, you're just asking for trouble, in my opinion. But then what's the alternative, right? You don't sleep, right? You become manic. Right. Your skin goes to crap. You smell. You are hot flashing 24/7. And it's so funny, because somebody asked me, they're like, do you hot flash? Do you just have? So somebody said, I get night sweats. It's not hot flashes. And I'm like, I kind of call bullshit on that, because I think
it's the same thing at night.
Yeah, it's the two are very much integrated. Because I said to them, she goes, it's just a night sweat. I looked at her and I go, okay, so ask me a question. I go, when you had morning sickness and you're pregnant, was it just in the morning? Right? And they're like, no, it was all day, right? And I'm like, what do you think a hot flash is?
Right, you're sweating because you're under 15 pounds of bedding. Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, when you wake up in a pool of sweat, and that's another thing too, I have to say, we've had women emailing us, and I'll be super honest, and they're like, hey, your deodorant doesn't work, right? And I'm like, okay, tell me why. They're like, well, we're sweating. And I'm like, well, that makes sense, because it is a deodorant and not an antiperspirant. Two different things. And especially when you're going through menopause, like, I would get rid of that antiperspirant, and I'll tell you why. Because when your body sweats, it's trying to cool your body down. That's why when your body heats up, you start sweating, because it's trying to damp it down, okay? And when you block that, your hot sweats, I'm going to assume, I don't know because I'm not wearing any perspirant, are going to get worse, right? Because you've got nothing cooling your body down. So
yeah, interesting.
It's, right? So I've told people, I go, natural deodorant, first of all, when you're dealing with a menopausal woman that's having, night sweats and hot flashes, that is not a normal body. Okay. Let's get one thing straight. Yes, it's a normal process for us to go through, but that is not what a normal deodorant is coming against, right? It's not.
Yeah.
So guess what? You're
going
going
to
to
do a
have to
lot more
possibly,
heavy lifting than the regular thing.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So like for me, I've learned that I put on our deodorant before I go to sleep. It helps me so I don't wake up stinky, right? And I don't. I end up not getting stinky, and then I'll put it on again in the morning, right? It's just because my body's not going through something that is a normal deodorant situation, right?
Yeah.
It's like saying you're supposed to drink 8 glasses of water a day, but I'm going to do 5 miles of running. Well, guess what? You're going to have to drink double that, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Because
to be hydrated, because
I
your
like the
body's going
idea
through something
though
different.
of applying your natural deodorant at night and then in the morning. It's just like skincare, right? It's something if you put lotion on or oil at night and then you do it again in the morning, it's the same thing. It's that goodness that you're giving to your body and you're reinforcing what you're trying to achieve. And that's what we need to do with natural products. That's the other thing that, because if we want to take a natural approach, I mean, chemicals are always going to get you to where you want to go faster. Now, but is that how you want to get there, right? No judgment. Do what you need to do for yourself.
Well, hold on here.
If you want to go, okay.
Depends.
You're like, I'm judging.
If chemicals will make me taller, I might go for it. Right? Because I'm a whopping 4'11". I've always wanted to be taller.
Small but mighty. No, true that. Okay. Well, there is something. HCG hormones. I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. But it's true. Pharmaceuticals, right? They will knock things out quickly. But if you want to, but that's obviously, for a lot of women and a lot of bodies, it's not a good fit. And so if you want to take a natural approach, then things take longer. You have to apply them more because you and I are leveraging plants for the goodness. So if it's natural, it's something that you take over time, whether it's maca or all plant-based things. It takes time. So it's not going to solve your issue in 2 seconds, but the benefit long-term, I believe, is much, much more worth it. So.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the other thing. Like I said, most of the time when people call me and they're like, it doesn't work, it's because there was an extreme situation. Guess what, you guys? Menopause is an extreme situation. Like your body
fight or flight every day.
It's true. I mean, this is just, I spent 50 years not feeling like this. Yeah. Right. And I've spent the last year and a half, through breast cancer. And I got to tell you, the treatments and everything else, while not fun, very doable. So if anybody out there has been diagnosed or whatever, you will get through it. And you're going to come out better on the opposite side. I've got new curly hair I never had. You're just going to get better. Remember that. Keep that.
I do want to talk about your story though. Because you had already started your natural deodorant company before you were diagnosed. Is that right? Because of your 3 girlfriends. Yeah. And then here you are. How did that impact you and the business? And then let's talk about your journey through.
So I have 3 daughters, just an FYI. So when my 3 friends were diagnosed, and I have 3 kids, and I found out 1 out of 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer. I mean, we were half the equation right there, right? And I'm like, what can I do to ensure that they don't end up like my 3 friends? Never realizing that it was going to be me next, right? And I dove in hard. I just wanted to get people healthier. I always said 1 armpit at a time. Now we're at 1 swipe at a time, just whatever. But I wanted to make a change to something that people did every single day that was better for them, right? And it started in my kitchen, then we went to a commercial kitchen, then we went to a manufacturer. That's a whole different topic that I think you and I can have all day long, because I know you've gone through this as well, rebranding, the works, right?
Yes.
And I thought we were making a difference, and I felt a lump. And here's the deal, you guys. I'm 50 years old. I get lumps. I'm just lumpy everywhere. I've been cystic my whole life. I've had cysts on my ovaries. I've had cysts on my breasts. I've had biopsies. Raise your hands if I'm saying anything that, you've gone through. And so I thought it was just yet another cyst. I've always gotten them checked out. I just had a clean mammogram. And it was right here, and I kept feeling it. And it was so funny because I remember I was drinking vodka, and for some reason it felt like it was smaller when I drank vodka. So I started drinking vodka. It was the weirdest thing. And I'm like, maybe it's just a cyst. Not that I was drinking it every day, but I'm just saying. And I went to my doctor, and she said, you had a clean mammogram like 3 months ago. I'm like, you know what? Can we check this out? Because like I could feel it, like, and she could feel it. And I'm like,
Okay, wait.
there.
This is what women need to put a pin in, because you can have a clean mammogram and still have something to check out, something to investigate. Trust your intuition.
Absolutely. And so I pushed for that ultrasound, and the ultrasound, they saw a little nodule, and they're like, hey, listen, let's get a biopsy. By the way, this is my 3rd biopsy in my life. I've done it before. I'm like, okay, great. I left on a trip to the Middle East, and my doctor called me when I was there and said, I hope you're sitting down because you have breast cancer. So I sat down right away. I threw a few things, I have to be honest. I wanted to come home because I was so far away at that point. And I had talked to one of the doctors. I was so lucky that I got to work with some amazing doctors while I was formatting Freedom as a brand. And some amazing women that were breast cancer warriors that were telling me certain things. So I knew who to call. I called my surgeon friend, Peg, and she got my papers with like my records within an hour. And she said, you stay there. There's nothing you can do right now. We're going to start scheduling stuff, and from the time I was diagnosed to the time I had surgery was actually about 4 weeks, which is unheard of.
That's so fast, right?
Super fast. It was super fast. I knock on wood. I got so lucky. But I got to tell you though, so we had a mammogram, we had genetic testing, we had MRIs, we had more ultrasounds. Like it was nonstop from the time I got home to the time we had surgery. I opted for a double mastectomy. My doctors told me that I should have a lumpectomy. I opted for a double mastectomy because I had something called lobular cancer. Invasive lobular is ILC. The most common is IDC, which is ductal. Lobular is the second most common one, but it's also called a sneaky cancer. And so you can't see it on imaging. And my doctor thanked me after I had the double mastectomy because she said there was no way they could have gotten it all from a lumpectomy. It was 10 centimeters, which is about this big, but lobular spreads out. Yeah. So if you could factor it, if you look at it, it was literally my whole breast.
Oh my gosh. So it expresses very small, but because the way it extends, it's much bigger.
Yeah, it tends to be much bigger. And it actually hit 2 of my lymph nodes, microscopically, but that's enough for me to freak out. So after that point, it was 3 months of chemo, 6 weeks of radiation, which is about 33 radiation cycles, which I would advise if anybody's going through radiation, get a second opinion on that. Radiation destroyed my whole right side, to the point where reconstruction was next to impossible. I just had a wonderful surgeon, though, that was a microsurgeon that was able to reconstruct me beautifully. It's a journey. It's an 18-month, it's been 18 months now through all of it. I lost my hair. I got new hair. I lost my boobs. I got new boobs. I got new waist. They used some of my fat to fill in my boobs. I got more fat for them if they want to fill any more. So it was a journey, and I'll be on a pill for the next 10 years of my life probably, and scared to death every other day pretty much. And just recently they found some melanoma as well. So we just got that removed. It's like, you're almost numb to it after a while. You're just kind of like, okay, what else? But again, I've come out, I hope, on the other side as a better human. I think our products got better because of it.
How did you shift your products? What was the influence? Because you were already making a great product. So how did your own direct experience help you evolve the product to make it even more effective or protective?
We made it smoother. Especially with breast cancer, they take lymph nodes from underneath. And so this is a very, very like sacred area, in my opinion, you know, and you become numb here and painful for a while. So we're making new products. We've got a new wipe coming out that's even more gentler, which is going to be great for the breast cancer community, because you can't really wear a stick deodorant for the first couple of weeks. It's actually very painful to put on any kind of stick deodorant. I think the liquid deodorants are kind of We have a great spray deodorant just to keep you fresh during that time.
I saw that spray. I like that, especially for me. You know, sometimes wipes, but spray. That sounds like a good option from the gym when you have to. You know, sometimes you have to go to when you're trying to squeeze in a workout, and you just have to go to the next thing and like zhuzh yourself and go. Is that gross?
Well, with those arms, you definitely go to the gym, and you got great arms, dude. I got to tell you.
Both of you are working on it. Oh.
But it's, you know, the spray, what we found with the spray was that it was great for hot flashes.
Cooling effect also. So, yeah.
Our deodorant spray, our mint deodorant spray, I use the cocoa too, was amazing for hot flashes, because you know what we put in the spray? Magnesium.
We know magnesium is fantastic.
Magnesium,
beautiful.
Is fantastic through menopause. I wish more people had that conversation about menopause and magnesium, just because the cooling effect, the relaxing effect, it actually helps you sleep. Our eucalyptus shower spray, people spray it on their pillow sheets. I don't recommend it because I think it's a very hard essential oil, right?
Yeah,
but I know people that just take it over the top and spray it, but it's great. You know why? Because we get stuffed up. I found myself getting more stuffed up than ever before. And sleeping was a challenge, right?
And it is mood enhancing too, right? Those smells are really good for shifting your mood, depending on, I know you have a lavender smell too. I mean, I love all of the smells.
Our lavender is our #1 seller. So for women with breast cancer though, or hormones, we've heard a number of things about lavender. The studies are kind of shitty, in my opinion. So just for me, I just use different ones, but I use our lavender. It's not on the market, so I can't say it, but I mix a little lavender with our eucalyptus spray, and I spray it in the shower.
Well, what do you mean? Give us the 411 on lavender in the studies that it doesn't. Right.
So they were talking about.
You have a super fan here. It's Mrs. Saxon says, absolutely love your Coco Van deodorant. Perfect ranking on my EWG app. I don't know what that is, so I want to know what that is, ladies. It works, and my very sensitive underarms don't react to it. So, ladies, fill me in. What is the I know, right? Fill me in on the EWG app, and then I'm going to talk about lavender and what you're going to say about lavender.
So, EWG is Environmental Working Group, and it's kind of like the Dirty Dozen. You know what I mean? Where it tells you like what your ingredients are on a level of 1 to 10, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst, like where the products sit. And for example, Native Deodorant, which is owned by Procter & Gamble now, and was hailed as the clean deodorant, on an EWG scale is actually 3. Okay, and
what should it be?
We're a 1. Right?
Shout out.
So that gives you an idea of ingredients, right? So, and the ingredients range from cancer-causing, from hormone disruptors, you know, all of that stuff. Like, so they scale it on all that. Now, EWG is a little weird. I don't know if people know this, but you have to pay to be on EWG. It's very expensive. But that being said, you know, it's so worth it. We did it a few years ago. I always say you could eat our deodorant. It tastes like crap. Don't eat it. But use it on your armpits. Use it on ingrown hairs, I heard too. But you know, we pride ourselves.
But the fact that you can eat it, even though don't eat it, but you could eat it, you know, I love that. That's huge.
Yeah, you can eat and drink all of our products pretty much. You know,
you could just put some lavender deodorant on our toasted vanilla almond bar, maybe. No. No,
you would think so. Actually, the best one, if you're going to take a bite into one, is our peach.
Oh, peach on toasted vanilla almond, peach on blueberry lemon. No, you love our double chocolate brownie, though.
I love that double chocolate brownie. That was no joke. You eat that and you're like, it's almost like the best cocktail you've ever had. where you just drink it and you're like, oh, there's no alcohol in there. That's fantastic. I'm just gonna keep drinking it. And it's like the best bar. I kept
So
eating. I
good.
think I had like 3 of them that day. It was
I
like, you
know
have no
you're
idea.
so hungry. I'm
So
like, stop eating all the bars because there's so much fiber. You're going to blow up. You're only this big, and all that fiber is not good. Like fiber is good, and then too much fiber is too much fiber, if you know what I mean. So
it's like we can't win, right? You can't have enough hormones. You can't have enough this. You can't be this. You can't be. We're back to the Barbie movie, right? You can't be too skinny. You can't be too fat. You have to be healthy. You have to be that.
You have to just be yourself. The end. Okay, go back to the lavender. What were you going to say about the lavender?
Right. There was a study on lavender about it increasing hormone levels in the breast area. The study was done. It was very small, and it was done with them applying like lavender extract, like the most concentrated kind, to somebody's armpits and breast area. Right. Yeah. Essential oil, which I think is not a good study in my opinion, because if you put any kind of essential oil on your body, you're going to get probably some kind of swelling, or you're going to see a change in your skin there. Yeah. So the study has been combated a couple times, but just because I'm in the breast cancer world, I always tell people, if you want to try one, go for the cocoa, go for the unscented, go for the mint. I love all of those. We have a peach. That's why we give people options. I wore the mint for the longest time. I'm going to say it right here, I am not a lavender fan. Believe it or not, I'm not. I created the scent. It's got lavender.
Your bestseller, like not a fan.
But it's never been my jam, right? But our bergamot mint's ridiculous. Like, I think I like more musky scents. Right. Yeah. So, not flower scents. So my daughter created the peach. I'm not a peach fan. It's our 3rd bestseller. It's just, I guess anything I'm not a fan of.
But it's good to have choices, really well, right? Because people have different things that they love. So that's why you have options. So
yeah,
we're not always our customer. So we have the thing that we know can help women. That's what we're doing. But some women love our toasted vanilla almond and has a really light flavor, and others go straight to peanut butter and chocolate because they want all that peanut butter goodness, So, but we have to have choices. That's, as women, especially midlife women, we need choices. So I think it's wonderful. And I think I need to get all of them now, because I want to try this one and this one and this one and this one. See, I'll share them with my mom.
My favorite thing that we have, though, I'm going to tell you right now, is our eucalyptus spray. Our shower eucalyptus spray. Mm-hmm. I travel right now. We just had a special on Good Morning America. We have none left. I'm so sorry, you guys. We have none. I bet. But on Amazon, and it's Prime Day. Right? I think you could get it. We've got some on Amazon right now. Our eucalyptus spray is, like I said, I think we have a bundle of a large one and a little one. Get that one, because the large one I'd keep in my shower, and you spray it in your shower and just breathe in that amazing eucalyptus. And the little one I take when I travel. So great idea. And I love it. It changes your whole travel experience, because it can
love it. And I'm glad you brought up Prime Day, because Prime Day is a great day to try products that you haven't tried before. We don't need to overconsume everything. My girlfriend, who's a celebrity declutter, she's like, Prime Day. I'm like, yes, on material things, but foods and products, natural things that you've wanted to try. Everything we have is 20% off right now. It's been crazy fun. Right. So get over there and try. Look for all of the menopause. Just search menopause products, or menopause, or midlife natural, things like that, so you can find what's there. These 2 days are a perfect time to get all of your products, not just the deodorant, to try our bars. We have a variety pack too. But it's a great time, because I think women don't know that these incredible products are available for them. I was just at a menopause event with Stacey London, who's menopause guru now. And she was saying how women don't know. They have no awareness of all these incredible products that are available for them. So anyway.
They have no awareness on menopause. I have to be honest with you. I was just talking to a friend of mine. She's like, oh my God, this breast cancer, my joints, everything. She's like, I think it's the pills. And I looked at her and I go, you just went into menopause. Congratulations. Your joints are going to hurt. right?
That's
And she's
symptom
like,
number 33 of 34 plus
yeah.
plus plus. Yes.
And she goes, are you
Good
sure?
queen.
And I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
I remember when I
Frozen
first went
shoulder.
into menopause from the chemo, I felt like I was 90 years old getting out of bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and hey, listen, the best way to fix that is moving.
Move.
Believe it or not.
Eat well, move. And you know what? We'll take that over not being able to get out of bed, right? So that's a good thing. Okay, give us some tips. I bet you have some tips to help women through this experience or related to your product, whatever you'd like to share. I know you have some for us.
So, well, okay, for menopause deodorant wise, put on in the morning, put on at night. You got to put it on at night. Your body is just not normal. This is normal to do. You would do this with a secret deodorant, believe it or not. I really want you to stop using antiperspirant. The reason, you can see my cat's going crazy in the background.
Hey, here comes a crew.
Yeah, here comes two of them. I'm babysitting somebody's cat too right now. He's a dwarf cat. He's so cute. He's got these little hands. Anyway, but your body is not normal right now. Okay. And you're going to have to apply at night and in the morning, even if you wear like secret deodorant, even if you wear Lumi. I mean, like, I don't care what you wear, you're going to have to reapply. Your body's just not working normally. Okay. The other part of it is get away from antiperspirant. Get away from anything that keeps you from sweating. I know it's tough. I really, really know it's tough. But believe it or not, the more antiperspirant you use, the more you're going to sweat. Your body is trying to cool itself down. Okay. That's what sweat is for. Mm-hmm. And when you don't allow it to do that, it's going to double down on it. And which means you're going to sweat even more. If you think of a dam, right? And the water just keeps rising, 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 rising. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Of the time, okay, and detox that area when you get onto a natural deodorant. That's the way that's going to make it work better. How you do that: scrub under here, clean this area up, do it a couple times a week at least. That way your deodorant, your natural deodorant, is going to work better because it could get into your skin and it could really start working. Okay, if that doesn't work, you can even try a clay mask that you use on your face under here a couple times. And that right there should detox you really nicely as well. Okay. Those are your top.
I've never heard of that. You get those cells that are just sitting there, and that's where the bacteria lives too, right? To remove those. So
you guys, you spent years clogging that area up. I spent 50 years. I'm sorry. I probably started wearing deodorant at 10, I'm going to assume 40 years. I spent 40 years clogging that area up. You've got to open it up. It's going to take a day or two. Okay. Simple as that. All right. If it doesn't work for you, try a different scent. Like, for example, peach does not work on me. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Fruit scents just don't work on me, right? But the cocoa, the mint, the unscented work great on me, right?
I can't wait to get the mint. That I already feel like, I don't know, like refreshed. I love mint in my salad, so
girl,
I guess it's going to be great.
Amazing. It's got so many great oils in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got sandalwood in it. It's got mint in it. It's got bergamot. So it's got the citrus, mint, like vanilla.
I might have to eat it. Just kidding. Okay.
It tastes good.
Let me just tell you, the tip of the day is to use your deodorant twice a day. And then the bonus in that is to use your wipes, right? Do you have wipes now?
We don't have the wipes out yet. No. We have makeup wipes. Check your makeup wipes. If you use makeup wipes, check your makeup wipes. They're full of crap. Just enough water.
Uh-oh. Okay, are you going to out the Neutrogena ones that I use every day?
Oh, we're getting rid of Neutrogena. Say bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Listen, you can have the experience. Our wipes are amazing. Our makeup wipes, you can get them on our website right now. And like, we just went into Waldorf Astoria as their makeup wipe of choice. They're clean.
I love it. Okay, I'm gonna
they're
swap those out. Look at all the upgrading I'm doing right now to all the things, and I'll use it on my face, get the makeup off. Then I'll just use it on my armpits. Then I'll put on the deodorant. Then I'll spray the spray, and then ready.
Just send me a note, and I'll just hook you up. Don't worry about it.
And the other tip I'm going to add is go sleeveless. That way you can let that breathe, right? All the things. So look at you in your tank top. I know, same thing.
Well,
okay,
we're gonna do this again. I just got cleared to do dragon boat racing.
Oh,
so that's where we row. So just wait. I'm gonna have guns like you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have guns like you soon.
You're on it. You're on it, sister. Okay, one question. What does menopause like a boss mean to you?
Power. I think it gave me power. Like, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm going through. I'm going to own it and I'm going to rock it. I'm not going to let it slow me down.
You almost bring tears to my eyes because I know what that means to you behind all that. So thank you for sharing your story, and tell everybody where they can find all of your great products. Ira, okay, say your middle name so I don't butcher it, and then I'll say Green on. It's not your middle, your second last name.
Right.
But, and then your first last name and your second last name is Green. But
yeah,
Ira, say your whole name so I don't wreck it.
It's Kahanovsky. And yeah. So let's say a little prayer for my family in Israel also.
Yes.
And just everyone out there, find your freedom, whatever that may be, right? For me, my freedom was creating a company that helped women get healthier one swipe at a time. So find yours. And I thank you so much for having me on. I say we do this again. And your bars are freaking awesome. So you guys check out Prime Day for both of us. Okay?
Get all the
MenoWell and for Freedom. Check out Amazon.
Go to Amazon. And somebody said to me, I don't want to make Jeff Bezos rich. I'm like, actually, you're supporting these companies, these women-owned companies that are there.
Absolutely.
They get a small amount.
Be rich anyway.
He already is rich, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Add to cart.
Black Rose is on sale right now, and her shower spray is on sale on Amazon.
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go on Amazon and get all your stuff. So
thank you, Terry.
Ira.
Bye,
beautiful.
Guys.
Come again soon.
Thank you.
Everybody, MenoWell. Bye.